is Steve. Welcome back. We're talking about the chapters of ZLM 151051. Today, we're going to talk about Chapter 3. Chapter 3 starts with Bobby being held at the FBI office. He's being brought in for questioning, and we pick it up mid conversation where Bobby's fairly annoyed with the FBI because their questions start with the assumption that he's guilty of something, and he finds that very annoying. And here's the reason why he got the copy of the videos, or they're sending videos to him, is because of something that happened during the Occupy Houston movement when he was out reporting for his news station. Uh, one of the women that he's romantically involved with, Allison, was actually part of Occupy Houston. And at one point, the police came in and started hassling the people with Occupy Houston. And particularly one of them that they were being brutalizing was Allison. So obviously, Bobby couldn't stand there and let that happen. So he actually uh, grabbed Allison and tried pulling her away from the police in order to protect her from getting beaten up by them. And as a result, she was not only arrested, but he was arrested after he and put in the hospital with a fractured skull. But that made national news, and everybody thought that he was this was a reporter who was actually uh, stepping up for the Occupy movement when actually he was just stepping up for a woman that he was sleeping with. But it never turned out. Nobody else knows that. So they send him the video. Now, the FBI actually knows it because they've been watching him. Uh, he says that he doesn't trust them, and it actually comes down to a form, a standard FBI form called an FD 302, which is something that the FBI fills out when they're questioning or interviewing someone, and it's actually submitted as part of the record. Now, they don't share with you what's on the form. You never get to see it. You never get to confirm that it's a accurate accounting. They can write whatever they want down, and it becomes a factual record of the questioning or interview. So, because of that, uh, Bobby decides that he's going to record them. Now, the FBI, if you ever want to end questioning with the FBI, just attempt to record them. They'll stop. It's over. Done. So he picked up his phone and tells them, I'm recording you. Am I under arrest? No? Then I'm getting the hell out of here. He calls his lawyer, his good friend, Martin, and tells him what's happened and that he's got special agents Ross and Barkley who are treating him like he's one of the shooters. Uh, and he has to explain to Martin, remember, Martin, when I protected Allison from the cops? Well, that's why they selected me to send the videos to. And Martin tells him that he has to apologize immediately because Bobby lost his temper and said some rather mean things towards them that didn't show the proper level of respect. Not, but these guys aren't really deserving of it. Uh, but Martin said he can help him out, and he will. Uh, Martin says very clearly what Bobby needs to do, and Bobby just holds his phone up so Martin can hear him. On the advice of my attorney, I'm apologizing for saying I could become sympathetic to the people doing these acts because of the way you were treating me. I found your behavior disrespectful and intimidating. At which point everybody hears Martin screaming through the phone, "Shut the fuck up." So Bobby's basically sitting in, after that, Bobby's sitting in an examination room for about an hour by himself, nothing to do, no e-reader, no nothing. He calls his mom, he calls Allison. Uh, Allison explains the process that'll happen if they charge him with a crime. Uh, and then he calls Monica. And Monica is very upset about the cop killers having contact with him, even though she doesn't seem to have a problem at all with him being held without being arrested or charged at the FBI field office. So it's kind of, Monica is one of those who believes in the system pretty much fully. Uh, and that's where the chapter ends. He finally puts in his set of earbuds and starts listening to music. But he gets questioned by the FBI. He goes, pretty horrible. Uh, and that's chapter 3 right there. No big cliffhangers. I didn't want to put a cliffhanger at the end of this. I just wanted to introduce the fact that he was having interactions with the FBI because they hacked into his mailbox, his email box. So he's going to have to confront them, and he's going to have to come into contact with them at some point. Anyway, that's it for chapter 3. Chapter 4 is coming up next. Hey, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe, or at least show up for the next one. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Leave a comment why you didn't like it, and if I agree with you, I'll change it. I'll be a better writer for it. So thank you either way. And I, of course, will leave a link at the bottom here where you can go to Wattpad and read the chapter. Anyway, thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye.